honey bunch. I get this question all the time. How do I actually improve as an actor? And the truth is, acting isn't a destination. It's a practice. There's always room to grow. Even if you're booking, even if you're not, even if you feel stuck. So today I'm going to share the tools that have helped me get better, not just in my craft, but in my connection to myself, to people, to the world around me. So this isn't a checklist, it's a conversation. And I hope that it lights something up in you. Let's talk about it. Let's start with the obvious but essential, taking class. No matter what stage you're at, beginner or series regular, class can keep you sharp, brave, and accountable. There's tons of A-list actors that still have their acting coach on set with them, but not every class is for every actor. I encourage you to find a space where you feel safe to fail, feel safe to try new things, where you feel that you're pushed but with love, where you leave inspired and not judged. If your class isn't doing that, baby, it is time to pivot. If you're curious about what acting classes I recommend, I definitely check out this video up above, because you do not need to be in LA to take these classes. They offer classes in person in LA, but also on Zoom. I've had so many instances where my acting class was my lifeline. When I felt lost, when I felt like I didn't know where to go in my career or where my career was headed, especially when I wasn't working. It gave me a reason to keep creating, to keep discovering, and to keep learning. I'll always be thankful for that and the community that I made. Next, I would suggest watching great acting and watch it actively. This one's free and honestly so underrated. Watch the greats. Watch with curiosity. Ask, how are they listening? How do they hold stillness? What choices are they making in their body and their breath and their face or their pace? And you don't need to watch just like the prestige stuff of the great films we all know and love. Watch whatever moves you. I've learned a ton from sitcoms, as I've learned from horror movies, as I've learned from anime, as I've learned from Oscar-winning dramas, because truth lives in all genres. Number 3 is really fun, but could also give off some creepy vibes, so you gotta be careful. But I would suggest people watching. This one's also free. Actors are professional observers of life. Go to a park, a coffee shop, the DMV, wherever you are. Put your phone down for a few minutes and watch people. Their habits, their rhythms, their defenses. Notice how someone flirts, how someone avoids eye contact, how a couple can communicate without speaking, how someone waits, how someone walks. This is where characters are born, from real people living real life. It's not creepy. It's craft, and it's honestly really fun. Number 4, I would suggest getting in your body. You are your own instrument. So if you're not connected to your body, your work may suffer. For me, this looked like movement classes, yoga, ballet, martial arts, archery, walking without earbuds, voice and breath work. Even just stretching before doing a self-tape. When I'm in my body and I can feel my breath and the rhythm of my cells, I don't feel the need to act. I respond, I listen, and I feel more free. Because acting isn't just emotional, it's physical. And when you unlock that, you stop performing, you start being. Number 5 is finding your true voice. This one's deep, honey bunch. We spend so much time trying to figure out and be what they want. They being the producers, directors, casting directors. But the real magic happens when you figure out who you are, what you bring to the role that nobody else can. And that's your voice. Sometimes this means therapy. Sometimes it's journaling. Sometimes it's filming self-tapes just for you. No notes, no pressure. You're just there to explore. The more you meet yourself, the more you'll meet characters more honestly. Number 6, practice and rehearse even when you don't have an active acting job. Practice like it's your job. Pull scenes from scripts online, or you can manually type out a scene from a show that you love as you're watching it. You can tape with friends, rehearse monologues on voice memos if you want, so you can listen back, read plays out loud, try accents or characters just for fun. You can go to the IDEA website, the International Database of English Archives, I believe is what it's called, because they have so many samples of different dialects if you just want to learn something new. Read the trades or sign up for the dailies, an email newsletter that's free, 100% free, so that you can stay up to date about what's happening in the industry. Staying active without all the pressure keeps you ready, keeps you in the fun. Because when that real audition comes, you won't panic, you'll plug in. So I'll leave you with this. The craft doesn't stop, and that's a gift. It means we never run out of ways to grow, to deepen, to connect. So if you're feeling stuck or rusty or that you're just not good enough yet, you're not behind. You're becoming. Let me know in the comments down below what's one thing that you want to do this month to grow in your craft. I'll be cheering you on every step of the way. And if you feel like you can send this to an actor bestie who just needs to hear it, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like this video if it helped you, and I'll see you all in a new one Thursday after next. Bye.